We are live. But what are your thoughts? Should I or should I not?
I don't see a problem. I mean, I see a problem with, them in the game, but couldn't hurt, I don't think.
I mean, I feel like in some ways, as much as I complain about some of the things that are definitely strange, unusual, and just not well put together, and much of it does do with the Discord as well. I also advocate for the game because I like the game. I have also consistently grinded the hell out of this game.
Yeah.
Even for the short period of time that I have played this game, I put a lot of time in this game already. So there is that. However, and I've spent a lot of fucking money in this game. So there is that. I it is very just puts a very, 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 very bad taste in my mouth to see how things are handled on the staff side of things and dev side of things. It is a massive letdown.
Yeah. I mean,
It is extremely unprofessional. And it truly shows that it is ran by children. Which is the upsetting thing. And it makes this game a game that even if it does have some good qualities, a game that I do not want to play nor put more money into. When you can't even have faith that they're gonna do the right thing for things.
yeah, it's
Cloud asked, they have these boards. The only ones they have is top money, top cot, top time. Unlike some of the other Roblox games that have top Robux spent, I am not seeing that board or a board for that. Oh, and top Angler's Quest. They do not have a top Robux spent. Huh. But with how much that me and Cloud have spent in here, I wouldn't be surprised if we'd be on it. To be quite frank.
right. It's
The last 2 weeks, we've dropped over $100 in this game. Just in the last 2 weeks. Like each. So $100 both weeks. So that's $200.
yeah, that's more than I would ever put into it. I put nothing into it. Still like the game though. I mean, if it would actually, I mean, I can't even fucking play it now, but
Yeah, it's completely unplayable for you. And their solution is put in a bug report.
Oh yeah, that's that. I mean, I would. That would be lovely. Except I'm not that chatty, so I don't use the Discord to just chat with people about fish, which is how I guess most people get to the point where they can do a bug report. But like, I
Hello,
don't need to talk to a bunch
Sebastian.
of 13-year-olds to, huh?
Sebastian said, hey.
Oh.
Right? I mean, yeah.
So,
And I asked this question. I actually put it in questions, which nobody, of course, responds. Because, again, it's a clusterfuck of shit. And I even put it in general today. Well, earlier today. And, again, nobody really responded. Because, again, you put something in there and it's gone within literally a blink of an eye. Because there's 10 million 50 fucking questions. Or messages, not questions, but messages going off. That, like, it's hard to keep track of anything that's going on in there. And not only is there 50 million different messages, but there's 10 million different, like, conversations going on in there. But I, at this point, am beyond frustrated. I am beyond uh upset. So like this is what I wrote. Um so frustration was coming out. I'm gonna have to find it. Um So I wrote, okay, so I have a question, like, for real. The way that this is set up is so confusing and unlike any other game I've ever seen, which is true. The way things work in pick a game. Pick an actual game, not whatever the fuck this shit is, but a real game. But even actually some of the Discord game, or not Discord, Roblox games, any other Roblox games I'm in, this is not how it's set up either. So I will say that. Um, but why is it that bug reports is maybe seen is seen by randos, and if you're lucky, maybe a tester, and that's in quotations for a reason, who might take an interest in your report, but all that happens is, oh, here, let me go see if this happens to me. Like, okay, even if it doesn't happen to you, first off, I posted all of ours with, you know, like the ones that I posted, except for this last one, with actual video proof of what happened. And not every bug happens to every person. That does not legit make it not a bug. And why is it going to a tester? These things also should have been tested before they came out. So there is that. And this game is one of the buggy. I think this game is beyond bug, like more buggy than ESO is at this point. So let's be real. But that's all you get. They're not seen by devs or anything else unless the tester decides, here, let me report it further. Samson, stop it. And then, let me see where I was at. Yeah, it gets reported further. From there. Then there's a fish support. That's also in quotations because it's not really much of support. But when you send in a ticket, it's just seen by moderators. But what the fuck is a moderator gonna do? How is a moderator gonna help you? Because they're very limited in what they can do anyways. And again, not seen by any devs or anything else that can actually do anything. Also, you can only send a support ticket for very few things and very few reasons. And then brings me back to, why are there so many discords for the same game?
yeah, I don't get that one either.
Why is there so many different discords for the same game? Why am I getting a moderator with my support ticket? Like, I have never dealt with that. And the other Roblox games that I do and have played, whenever sending in a support ticket, I actually got the dev. One of
Yeah.
them.
And there's you know, I don't know how many devs there are, but based on AA events and the conversation and the fucking words that pop up,
There's a shit
there's
ton.
there's quite a few devs that,
Right?
could take one of them could take the time to, actually look through the support tickets.
Right? I
But the
mean, you would
moderator's
think.
job should only be to, pre-screen the tickets, see which ones are spam and which ones are seem to be a legit
Problem. And
ticket.
then from there, it's not their job to decide whether or not something can be done. It's their job to decide, is this a spam? Is this a bot? And if not, move it up. Then
Yeah.
it's the dev's job to decide whether or not they'll actually do something for it.
Whether it's a problem, whether it is in their mind an actual problem, and if it is, if and or will they address it.
Right, if whether or not they'll do something about it. Because in reality, they're the only ones who can.
Yeah.
Now, that's with any game, right? Like, you take ESO, for example. Again, I know I go back to ESO, but it's a big game, right? And any person you talk to, even if it's not the devs, because in those type of games, you don't speak to the devs, right? They have lower level people, kind of like they are here with the moderators, but they have the capabilities to actually do things. Like when my fucking tunable stations went missing. And
Yeah.
they had to find them or replace them. They went into my account. They went into my inventory. They went into my bank. They searched through my entire account and then replaced them because they could do that. They have those abilities. The people that aren't the devs but are the people who are in charge of the support tickets still have those abilities. Because the devs don't want to sit there and fuck with that. But when you have a studio like that, you don't need to. And you can trust the people that's in
You
charge of
got
the
people that
tickets
get paid.
to do it. They get paid to do it. I'm not even sure the people here get paid to do anything. I don't know. I'm not, I don't know any of that. But again, the moderators, like the moderator here himself said, I can't do anything. I can't do any of that.
Yeah. So I mean, well, great. If you can't,
Then
I don't
send me to
know.
somebody who can that I can talk to.
Yeah.
And then his words were, well, I don't even think that they would. Well, that's great. I think
I don't give
isn't
a
your
shit what
job.
you think. Yeah. I don't give a shit whether you think they would or not. That's a decision
They make, not
they
you.
make. So whether you
It's like
think
when
they
my
would or
nurse at the
wouldn't,
doctor tries to argue with me about whether she thinks my doctor would prescribe me my fucking inhaler. Bitch, it ain't your job to think, and I'm already on it. So send me to my fucking doctor. I don't need to argue with you. Like, that's not your job. And it shouldn't be your job to decide whether or not the devs will fucking actually help. Your job should be there to decide whether or not it's spam or not.
yeah.
Your friend request where?
Where was that one place? That's not it.